Hello! Today we are going to take a look at Chapter 11, Section 1, Distance and Displacement. Now most of you may be very familiar with the concept of distance, how far it is to a place, or how far you have traveled total. But displacement is going to be a new concept for some of you, and we'll get to the definition and the difference between displacement and distance in just a minute. Distance is the length of a path between 2 points. So the path, how you got there, matters. If you take the long way around, it's going to be different. It's going to be longer than if you take the short way around. If you walk from your from your house to school, and you live 5 kilometers away, the total distance traveled is 5 kilometers. Now, if you walk from your house to school and back, the total distance is going to be 5 kilometers plus 5 kilometers equaling 10 kilometers. Displacement is the distance. The difference between displacement and distance is distance was the total path traveled, and displacement is a measurement of how far from the start to the finish. It must include a direction, and it is measured from the starting point. So if you take 10 kilometers to get to the school, you go over to a friend's house, etc., etc., you go all over the place, but you are still only 5 kilometers from the school, from your house to the school. Your displacement is going to be 5 kilometers. Now let's say you start at your house, you walk to the school, and then you walk back 2 kilometers on your way home and stop at a friend's house. Now the total distance traveled is going to be 5 plus 2 to give us 7 kilometers. However, the total displacement, if we walked 5 kilometers to the east and 2 kilometers to the west, and we're going to use east as a positive number and west as a negative number, we have 5 plus a negative 2 to west to come up with a 3 kilometer positive, or 3 kilometers to the east. This should say negative 2. I apologize about the typo. Now this can be measured in 2 dimensions as well. Here's an example problem of that. A person walks 1 kilometer east, then 2 kilometers north. The person then walks 1 kilometer west and then 1 kilometer south. What is the total displacement? Well, we go east 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers to the north, 1 kilometer west, 1 kilometer south. The total displacement is only north 1 kilometer. The finish is 1 kilometer north of the start. The total distance would be 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, much, much greater. However, we are looking for the distance from start to finish, not the distance of the route. So displacement is how far is it from where you start to where you finish. The route does not matter.